Murray, when you were talking about the early New York years, you didn't mention the attack on Fort Dix, and I thought you might like to tell that story.
Yeah, that was at the this 1969 convention, or whatever you want to call it. We had, but this thing was supposed to be very scholarly. We had planned this for a long time. It's going to be the first Libertarian Scholars Conference. Basically, we now have a Libertarian Scholars Conference every year, but that was the first planned one. We had papers and things, panels and all the rest of it. And what happened was that Saturday night, we started, I guess, Friday night. And Saturday night, we had a contingent which said, actually it was Karl Hess who was here this week, said that, heck with this intellectual stuff, let's go and attack Fort Dix. There was a movement on to invade Fort Dix, and it's not that I was against the theory of it. I felt it was premature. And also, we had a scholars thing planned, you see, and so, and it wasn't on the agenda. But anyway, so we had a big split. We had a big split in the movement that night, and which I guess about half the people marched on Fort Dix, and the other half stayed with the Scholars Conference. And what happened was that Sunday, the March of Fort Dix occurred. The lady who was the head of the Michigan contingent, who in the whole history of the Libertarian movement, she was probably the wackiest person I've ever met. That's saying a hell of a lot. And her whole contingent came with the black armbands and so forth. And she came stomping back from Fort Dix, marching down the hall, seizing the microphone from a genteel discussion of patents and copyrights, whatever it was, and started cursing us out in no uncertain terms. You SOBs, et cetera, how dare you sit here while we're being gassed at Fort Dix? Of course, they were gassed, obviously, as one might have expected. So I guess that's about it.
Murray?
Yeah.